Hey guys, what's up? It's Captain Hardrock. Like officially Captain Hardrock. How's it going, guys? I'm doing excellent. At first this whole quarantine thing has been getting me down, but luckily I've been fixing up a few things in order to sustain my boredom, and I may or may not have found myself another job just to keep funds rolling. You know, normally at the end of my videos, I do a what to expect type thing, but I kind of want to spice this up a little bit, saying here's the update, here's what's going on in my life, plus what to expect, as well as an apology for cosplay I've been teasing for years and years and haven't exactly followed up through it. So this is sort of like a verbal barf of what to expect for the rest of 2020, as well as my next big project. If you guys hear jets outside, where I live close to an Air Force base. I'm not going to say what Air Force base. If you guys know me, you guys already know where I live. I've said it multiple times. I'm not going to say where I live. So, as it stands now, what to expect, I've been working, or rather how I've been doing. I've been trying to do little exercises late at night at home while everyone's asleep. I have not been eating as much, but what I have been eating is I'm trying to eat the right things and the healthier options, not only to sustain my hunger, but to get healthier and better in shape. Secondly, this mannequin right here, it's going to be displaying my most current cosplay for my last review. So this will give not only you guys a timeline of, oh, what's finished or what to expect, etc., etc. Being said, I've been trying to do fitness stuff at home, trying to exercise whenever I can, go on walks whenever I can. Thankfully, with my new job, I'll be running around doing all kinds of shit. With that being said, I got a bunch of new furniture and stuff, pimped out my room. I don't know if I already mentioned this or if I already said it in a previous video or if I even uploaded. My timing has been weird in life lately. So with that being said, let's go over some cosplay updates. So with my gray Jedi, he's no longer going to be a cyborg. He's more or less going to be like a magician type gray Jedi. So instead of like, oh, he had cybernetic parts and this and that, I want to give him some of the gray pants that I have right on him. Every time I point over here, it doesn't look like I'm pointing at it, but in the real world, I'm actually pointing at it. So for the sake of eyeballing the video, I'm gonna say these pants right here. So those pants are very similar in material to the actual robe that I have. And what I want to do is I want to get a tunic to have like the Jedi form. Those pants I am going to use for like for the Jedi in question. I want to get a black tunic for it. So for any Star Wars cosplayers out there, if you have a black tunic or are selling one or willing to trade or something, hit me up. We'll discuss details and business and all that other stuff. The black pants, I want to have black shoes to go with it, like Jedi boots, so that way I have a standard Jedi look. But for the main character, like what he looks like now, he's gonna have this tunic, those gray pants, but with those gray pants, I'm thinking about doing some burns up around the legs and stuff like that, because I want to put like runes on me in the style of the magician symbols from the game Chaotic. I've never talked about Chaotic in this channel, but I'm about to talk about it real soon. Real fucking soon. He's gonna have magician runes all over his arms and stuff, and my character, they essentially glow. He's went from being like this rookie Jedi who doesn't give a shit about the Force to wanting to care nothing else but the Force, and has slowly stopped caring about people and politics and Star Wars. And so he is, and I thought, oh, he'd be cool, like a crazy Force user. And he still has his lightsaber from his Jedi days, but he prefers not to use his lightsaber, instead relies on Force combat, which I thought was really cool, like the idea of a kung fu martial artist Force user who's like a magic type person. Like if you guys play Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, you'll know what I mean by magic and stuff. So with that being said, that's going to be the update for him, and whenever I get the update done and pimp it out, I will take some photos of the new Jedi style, as well as whenever I get the black tunic. I'm not anticipating having a black tunic for this year's Fan Fusion, which went from being next month to September, which is nice because my big cosplay I still need time to work on. So with that being said, there's my Grey Jedi. I like it a lot more in the idea of, oh, he's a magician type situation. Now I did have like a black gauntlet to go with it. Instead, I think I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna pimp it out for my next year's big project, and that is a nice segue, I suppose. It's my next one. I always get little figures of what I got cosplaying going on. So I don't really have a Jedi figure, but I recently picked up some Legos for my boy AZ Cosplayers. Oh, what was it? I think it was Valentine's Day. Something along those lines. And we got some custom minifigures, and I always get ones of characters that I'm cosplaying, but here's what to expect for next year. Yeah, Spawn. Do I want to go with this look where it's primarily black and he's got like the crazy red cape? Oh, and you'll hear sirens too. Times are crazy out there, guys. Be safe. I am gonna have like the asymmetrical designs here and there about Spawn. For a point of reference, I'm gonna use this Spawn as my point of reference. This is a Spawn figure from like the 90s, where like you push this button and his cape sprawls out from the back and it creates wings. But for the sake of this video, I think I will go ahead and, you know, demonstrate that point. Bam, there we go. So we can actually look at Spawn and what to expect for my Spawn cosplay. So I want it to look similar to this. Let's make his eyes, whoops, wrong arm. Make his eyes glow. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see it versus if I put it down. Yeah, there we go. So my Spawn, I want to have glowing eyes. I am gonna have a chain belt that I'm gonna either super glue contact cement to the actual suit, because on the back, you know, you can over Spawn's design. What I'm gonna do, things that I want to use for this figure and things I don't. One thing's for sure, I do have a gauntlet that looks similar to this, which is what I built for my Jedi originally. It was a cyborg. And I was gonna have it be like cybernetic, but instead I'm gonna shape it to look like this gauntlet. This other gauntlet, I am gonna have it like a giant wrist brace that goes around my arm, similar. I'm not gonna have that chain armband right there. I don't know if I want to have this other armband right here. I might, just so I could balance the giant gauntlet over here. I already said what I was gonna do for the belt and chain. If you guys remember my Aquaman Blood of Atlantis cosplay, I'm gonna do that similar thing with the belts. I don't know if I want to do the thigh pouches or not. I might. I know how I should build it. I do want to get a black bodysuit with the Spawn design printed on it, so that way I can have kung fu shoes at the bottom. It obviously doesn't show up with here because he's got the giant boot, but yeah, I am getting the giant boot. I want that. I can't decide if I want symmetrical boots, asymmetrical. Let me know what you guys think. In terms of there's that. Grey Jedi, that's done. Later today, I'll be working on my Red Hood Rebirth cosplay. Of course, I always get a figure to commemorate. I'm thinking I might go with Lego figures. I think that'd be fun, because for Hellboy, for Hellboy, there isn't that many figures for him. Oh man, my Red Hood helmet does not want to pop up. I wanted to show you what the face looks like, but you know, whatever. Spoiler, it's just another Red Hood helmet. But this is clearly, whoever customized this is clearly just an iron. Hold up, focus. There we go. This is clearly just an Iron Man helmet repainted to be Red Hood. Not to shit on other cosplayers who do that, but for those of you who are wondering, yes, I did get a minifigure of Hellboy. I love it. When I'm done working out, or at least get the body figure that I want, I will do a shirtless Hellboy with the shorts and everything. My Red Hood Rebirth mask, I'm making it out of foam. I was intentionally going to do Warbler, but I think I might swap it over and do moldable foam. and just shape it and design it to make it look as such, because I'm just losing patience and I just kind of want to get the fucker done. And I kind of want to experiment with something that I'm not familiar with. And I do have custom web shooters, by the way, over there that I made out of Warbler, which was my first test. Actually, this was like my first test with Warbler. I never worked with it before, but I made like a quick little dinky web shooter. You know, it's nothing crazy or anything, because my other web shooters, my bullet ones, as you can see, I made like a little nozzle on top because I thought that was cool. My bullet web shooters, the ones that I originally wore for Sensational Spider-Man, those broke. As you guys know, as you heard, Red Hood Rebirth, Crazy Jedi Wizard. You guys already know that I have a Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark suit. I'm going to be wearing that. But last but not least, this has to go with what I was saying earlier. My big cosplay, the one that I most worry about, it's CHAOR the Fierce from the show Chaotic. Now, a lot of people don't know what that is, or if you do know what that is, it hasn't been around in a long time, but it is making a comeback, matter of fact. It's a TCG from early 2000s or so. CHAOR the Fierce looks like this. And I happen to have my Chaotic deck with me. And, you know, for those of you who actually play Chaotic and know what I'm... Focus. And know what I'm talking about, please focus. You can judge those stats however you want. You know, but, judge my CHAOR the Fierce card all you want. I still love it, whatever. Energy's pretty good. Don't know about power, I'd rather have a higher power, but whatever, it still does the job. That was a TCG from the early 2000s, and it's my favorite one. And I wanted to commemorate its relaunch with this cosplay. You know, it's been going around for years. Oh, it's coming back, oh, it's coming back. But we actually had an interview thanks to this YouTuber who I follow called A-Game on both my channels. I'll put a link to the A-Game Chaotic interview down below. I'm putting pictures at the end of this video. That's going to be my big one, and I plan on entering that in the Phoenix Fan Fusion Masquerade. It's going to be printed by somebody else, but I'm going to be assembling it, tweaking it, modifying it, and making it look perfect. I'm going to be adding LEDs, at least I hope to, in time, and all kinds of fancy shit attached to it. Yeah, that's all I have to really say in terms of an update, and that's what's going on in my world. I like to keep people updated on what's going on in my life. I know my family watches these videos, so there they go. Of course, I call them whenever something comes up, but in case they forget, here you go, watch this video. Working out, trying to lose weight, Star Wars cosplays, finally figured out. Red Hood's just now starting to get worked on, at least properly. Red Hood Rebirth. Just gonna recycle a couple cosplay pieces. CHAOR the Fierce, that's being worked on. That's my big one this year. Spawn, that's on the list. Oh, and one more cosplay that I mentioned that I was going to do, but I wound up not doing. Fulgore from Killer Instinct on the Xbox One. Listen, I know I said I was gonna do it, but I wound up not doing it for God knows whatever reason. I don't even remember anymore. Yeah, at this point, if it comes, it comes, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But if you guys do want to see it, let me know, because I do want to pimp that out, and I do want to make it look good. But I'm gonna use CHAOR as the launch pad to figure out how I'm gonna do it. So if you guys want to see that, cool. And if you don't, let me know. At the very end of this video, I'm going to show you guys my work in progress CHAOR photos. And with that being said, I'll also throw in a little bit of, you know, CHAOR the Fierce footage, so you can kind of get an idea of what he's like as a character. Another thing, speaking of Chaotic, I actually have a second channel called Codemaster Hardrock, which is all about Chaotic. So if you guys are interested in that TCG, or you want to play me on Untap or anything along those lines, or just want to learn about Chaotic, the link for that channel is also in the description. So down below, you'll find the A-Game video, my Codemaster Baconator, or not even Codemaster Baconator, Codemaster Hardrock. I've dropped that name. If you guys want to know why I changed the name, I guess I should quickly verbal barf it about it for like 10 seconds. I'm scared lawsuits will happen, and you know, I like hard rock music, and also the restaurant's good, but it's not named after the restaurant. And I didn't realize that a Baconator was a sandwich when I initially made the channel name, but that name just stuck, but nothing ever happened, but I'd much rather play it safe than sorry. I'm not saying that I'm going to be a super YouTuber or anything like that. It would be cool if I could do YouTube for a living, but as it stands, you know. I'm going to talk with my fiance about a cosplay plan I want to do, because they're competing with me, against me I should say, at the Fan Fusion Masquerade. There's another giant cool demon monster thing, and if they want to do a video showcasing that cosplay, because I think it's dope, I'll ask and find out. If you guys want to see it, let me know. Because I did another centric video about her, and that was with Spider-Woman, you know, Gwen Stacy, Ghost Spider, Spider-Woman, whatever the fuck you want to call it, whatever. And people liked it, so who knows? So if you guys want to see more of my fiance, speak up, and we'll do something. So yeah, enough delays. That's the end of the video. Be good. Wash your hands. Wash your fucking hands. And follow the CDC guidelines, okay? Have a good time.